If you're new to DCS world, the A-10A is a excellent aircraft to buy either individually, especially when it's on a 50% off sale, or Flaming Cliffs 3 when it's 50% off. The A-10A to me, it's even worth it at full price. I think it's $12.99 or $14.99 at regular price, but it's really a good deal when it's on one of the sales that Eagle Dynamics offers. Anyway, to get it started, the first thing you do, you hit right shift L to turn the electronics on. Right shift L to turn the electronics on. There we go. And then you want to load the ordnance. So you can hit left alt and apostrophe. You can do it that way, or you can hit the backslash key, go up to the menu, F8, ground crew, rearm and refuel, and bring it up that way. Either way works. I always use the left alt and apostrophe myself. And we'll put some Mavericks on here, the infrared ones, infrared Mavericks. Put some rockets on here. Rockets in this spot too. You just left click and then pull it down, and then some CBU-97. These are the bomblets that break a piece and become smaller bombs. These things are awesome. And that's all we'll add for now. Click OK.
Request rearming.
It'll request rearming, and then you can go outside and look if you want to. Hit left shift F2 to take the label off the plane. I always go outside and watch it rearm, but that's just something I do. You don't have to do it. And then it'll rearm. It's a really nice plane. I recommend it for brand new people to DCS world. Before you buy something complicated like the A-10C 2 tank killer, which is way more complicated and clickable, that you get the A-10A so you can go ahead. You want to shoot stuff and bomb stuff, and this is the quickest and easiest way to do it. And we'll go back in the cockpit. Then we'll go to start the engines. It is right alt, and then the home key. And you can either do them one at a time or do the left and the right engine. The right engine is right control and home. And when you need to shut them down, it's left alt in the N key and right control in the N key to shut them back down. Anyway, it takes a few minutes for them to spool up. And then we'll close the cockpit with left control C because I always forget it. I always forget to do that. Now remember, the first thing you want to do is the right shift and the L key to bring the electronics up, or the steering won't work. Basically, nothing will work right if you don't do that first. Find you a good map or use some of the built-in missions to learn how to fly it. And on this particular one, all you need is a joystick with a twist so you can do the steering and the rudder. But you don't have to have a HOGAS, which is a separate throttle and so forth. You don't have to have that for the A-10A. That way you can see if you like it, spend $7, $8 when it's on sale and see if you like DCS World. Most people know, what the A-10 Warthog is and love it. And you get to use the gun, the brr, which everybody loves about the A-10A. So I think that'll be a good investment. We'll go through some simple controls like G is gear up, W is the brakes. Insert is the to deploy the chafe for defense. Because I just found that out recently, and I've had this plane for years. Anyway, we've got the engines coming up. Looks like they're settling down. You'll see the there you go. All the needles over here on the lower right side. We're all ready to move. I'm doing that with the mouse button, zooming in and out with the wheel. And I've got a HOTA, so I've got most of the buttons set up, so I don't have to use the keyboard. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Alright, hit the F key once for flaps. There you go. There's one setting of the flaps. And I've even got my HOTA set up where I can flip the switch back and forth and look in and out instead of hitting the F1 and F2 keyboards. Okay, let's take off. Get this thing in the air. About 140 knots, something like that. Lift off the ground. Bring the gear up. And use the G key. Or if you have a button assigned to your control, use that. That one for the take off. Go towards the enemy. Right, there we go. Going up. You'll hear a sound when you bring the gear up. It's making a sound, I just don't know what that's like. And the flaps will automatically retract over 200 miles. Now another thing you need to do, left alt and 4 turns the autopilot system on, and then from there you hit I believe it's alt 1 for path and then the A button. Yeah. So it's left alt 4 to turn the autopilot system on, and then left alt 1, and then the A key. A turns the autopilot on and off. And path is, it keeps going up or down. It could go down too, but normally you go up. Doing the path hold. When you get there, you just hit A. Or if you need to adjust, like let's say we want to adjust the angle, hit A, turn it off, or lower the angle, and make the path smaller. So you can see it's on right there. Path hold. If you want to just stay at a certain altitude, turn A off. I think it's alt2. Let's see. Left alt2. Hit the A button. Yep. That's altitude hold. And now it'll stay at that altitude. And you'll just keep going that way till you turn it off again. Let's say you want to bank, turn the autopilot off, left alt, and then number 3, turn the bank, if you want the plane to bank, turn the autopilot back on again, and it'll maintain that bank. I think it does up to 20 degrees. Let's turn it off to 50. And that way you can kind of hover, which is exactly one of the things the Warthog is known for. We'll go outside and show it. See how it's hovering? It'll stay in that and just make a big circle. Just make sure you're not around the enemy or they'll shoot you down. It'll that's the basics of the A-10A, and I recommend it to anybody new to the DCS world. And if you get it, enjoy it.